Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching the finale of the 7th season of The Big Bang Theory. I hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. If you'd like to watch today's full episode, it is available for the link in the description below. Just click in it, put the password in, and enjoy. Can you believe it? This is the last episode. It absolutely flies, honestly, it really does. It feels like yesterday that we was literally just watching the first episode, and now, boom, look at us, all the way, season 7 finale, about to start season 8. It's crazy, and we've been through 2 proposals in that time as well. Yes, actually, we've been through more proposals in that time, but 2 engagements and 1 successful marriage, because obviously we have previously seen Bernadette and Howard get engaged and do the detail or not. And now, obviously, unpredictably, last episode, it was basically Penny. She was working. She got fired after, obviously, having a complaint or an argument with the director. And then Will Wheaton, fair play to him, he quit as well. You know what I mean? He wasn't having his friend being talked to like that. And it led Penny to obviously just reevaluating her life decisions. And, she jokingly asked Leonard to marry her. And then he obviously rejected her. And then he actually proposed real that they, should get married. And he had a ring already in his wallet, and he was waiting. He's probably had it for years, just waiting for that moment. And then boom, they're engaged. It actually come out of nowhere. The episode wasn't even called engagement or anything. It was like the guerrilla experiment. It was just so out of the blue. It made it really, really good, and it was a great ending to the episode. And now, obviously, I wouldn't put it past the show to just do a quick shotgun wedding and just go straight into it in today's. Hopefully they don't do that. I would like today where they tell everybody that they're engaged and they all celebrate and get excited, and then we have the actual, again, full wedding process, all the episodes going into season 8. That's good potential as well, but let's see how it goes. Usually the finales are great, and hopefully today's is too. If you do enjoy it, please smash the like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, let's jump into today's episode.
How's your mom holding up?
She's doing okay, but we just lost another nurse.
Everyone's here. Penny and I have some big news.
We're engaged! And I thought me having sex with Emily was going to be the big news.
Hey!
What the hell?
Stole their thunder.
You guys propose all the time. This never happens.
That is really true though, isn't it?
Boy, I'm so hungry today. I wonder why.
Because you had sex the other night?
You know what? That may be it.
I just got called into President Siebert's office. The university won't let me switch my field of study to inflationary cosmology. Everybody has to do things they don't want to do. He then gave an example of something he had to do, even though he didn't want to, which was look at my stupid face. Outrage. Honestly, I'm tempted to leave the university.
If you're really serious about that, I hear there are some exciting opportunities in home care for the old and fat.
When I'm feeling low, I have sex with a girl.
The thing is, right, President Siebert's reasoning why he can't actually change his field of study makes sense. If he's hired to do that position and they're getting funding specifically for that role, then you kind of have to have somebody in it. If it's not Sheldon, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, I understand where he's coming from. Maybe he could be a bit more open to help Sheldon move into a different, field whilst also getting funding for that one. But if they've only got one, and that's the one, then somebody's got to do it, and, I can't really blame him for that.
Oh, come on, give her a chance.
No, life, it is too short.
Well, then we may need to get used to the idea that we're gonna be living here the next few months.
I wanted to go to Hawaii, not hell.
I don't know what else we can do.
Hi, Mom. I have some exciting news. Before I tell you, will you promise to try and be happy for me and keep any concerns you have to yourself?
Sheldon already told me that.
I was going to say, Sheldon told her.
Yeah, I hate that you talk to him more than you talk to me.
Would you like for you and me to talk more?
You know what, it's probably fine.
Sheldon spoke very fondly of her, and if she is good enough for him, then she's good enough for me.
But the fact that she's good enough for me.
Sure. Would it make you feel better to hear that your mother approved of your life?
Yes, it would.
You should work on that.
It's the same guy I've been going out with for the past 2 years. It's complicated. I mean, he works with lasers and atomic magnets. No, we did not set a date. No, I am not pregnant.
Atomic magnets.
Shut up.
Sounded like she knew what she was talking about.
Little warning before you jump into this marriage business. You're not just marrying him, you're marrying his family.
Chugging that down.
Hit me again.
I figure at some point I'll move in with him or he'll move in with me.
How would you like a job in home health care? Hey, anything you want.
Okay, then yeah. No, keep your money.
Could have ridden a bull longer than that.
As you may know, I have requested to change my field of study. My decision to do so is, I believe, in the best interest of science.
Now that Penny and I are engaged, I thought we might want to talk about our living arrangement.
She's spent many nights here, and you're worried about preserving the myth of her virginity before the wedding.
I'm not.
Good, because not only has that ship sailed, if it hit an iceberg, countless men would perish. I'm willing to let Penny live with us 1 day a week for a trial period.
But we were thinking more of us, maybe living together with not you.
I don't understand.
Maybe I'll move in with Penny, or maybe she and I'll take this place and you can move across the hall.
Oh, wait, move across the hall? Did you get hit on the head with a coconut?
I love Penny and I want to give her the life she deserves.
You're putting your future bride's happiness above mine.
Oh, yeah!
To be fair, if anybody's moving out, it should be Leonard. That's Sheldon's apartment, the way that was Monica's apartment. Do you know what I mean? He was there first, it was his, and Dave come into it. If he's decided to get married and, live with his partner, he should be somewhere else. That's my personal opinion anyway. I actually wouldn't mind Leonard moving over to Penny's apartment and then obviously Amy moving into this one and then seeing them grow as a couple and also redecorate, He doesn't like change, but as Leonard was trying to explain a couple of episodes back with a dining table, he didn't want that sofa and he loves it now. Do you know what I mean? And it'd be good to see their progression in their relationship and how things look, because aesthetically wise as well, it's always nice to see something different. And if I had to pick, I think Sheldon should stay and Leonard should go.
How dare the university force me to go back to string theory?
They just don't appreciate you.
Yeah, and on top of that, Leonard has the audacity to suggest that now that he and Penny are engaged, he may not want to live with me anymore.
You're always complaining about what a terrible roommate Leonard is. Like how he turns up the thermostat when you're not there.
Oh,
Those keys on his keychain.
4 keys. Yeah, who does he think he is, a warden?
You and I could live together.
Oh, sure. And while we're at it, why don't we get engaged, too? Why don't we get a little house, start a family, enjoy our sunset years together? Do you hear yourself, woman? You're not moving in, Leonard's not moving out, everything stays exactly the way it is. Yeah, and by the way, I saw you make this strawberry quick with syrup, and you're supposed to use the powder.
Never cook for me.
Well, you cook for me all the time and... ugh.
You don't like my cooking. Why haven't you ever said anything?
It's hard to talk with so much heavy chewing to do. So, should we talk about setting a date?
Hi, is Sheldon here?
No, I thought he was with you.
He was, but he stormed off, and now he isn't answering his phone.
Well, he's been having a couple of tough days. I'm sure he's fine. He probably just needs a little alone time to decompress.
Leonard cooked for me, and now we're just having a nice dinner, as a newly engaged couple.
Sheldon probably just needs a little alone time.
What is that, polenta?
Amy, get out.
Right.
What happened?
I was cooking in the back room last night and the hot plate caught on fire.
So when will you reopen?
I don't know. I'm waiting to hear back from the insurance company.
So tomorrow?
I don't mean to be rude, Sheldon, but my life is kind of falling apart right now.
And now, the place I need to go when I'm sad is damp and smells funny.
Sorry I let you down.
I would like to purchase this comic book, please. Can you break a 20?
No, I only have hundreds.
I don't always recognize sarcasm, but I do right now, and I don't appreciate it. I'm sorry for your loss, but you're not the only one whose day has been a disaster.
You know what? I would like a new story next season for him and progressing the store back. Do you know what? Like, it'd be so good for him next season to be on the up. You know what I mean? I actually don't mind Stewart, to be honest. He's a good reoccurring character. It's kind of sad as well. He's a sad reoccurring character, and like, with all sad people, I just want them to be happy. I really like Raj, but when he was in those depressing moments, you could consistently go back and watch my outros and obviously the episodes, and I'm saying, like, I want him to be happy and upbeat. He's a great guy, and I feel like that's the same for him. Let him catch his break. Josh Peck was in this a couple of episodes back with his competing store, whatever you want to call it, and he had muffins and coffees, and it looked modern. It did look better. Let's be honest, it did look better. But I like Stewart, and sometimes bad things can turn out to be good, and like, he could potentially get a big payout from the insurance and he still could come back better than ever. I'm hoping that he doesn't actually just quit because he loves comics, and all the guys do as well. And it's a good place where they all go, and I would love to see it up and thriving and redone up. Do you know what I mean? Modern again, and it'd be nice to see him happy.
I'm gonna see where he is.
How?
I know his password so I can track his phone.
Take care of himself. Look, we went over stranger danger and gave him that whistle.
It's dark out and he's alone. I don't like it. Let's go get him. What's that? My mother would kill me if I let something happen to him.
You do this for the insurance money?
No, God, you sound like the police, the firemen, my parents, my therapist, and the insurance company.
Oh, actually, Emily was gonna spend the night.
You slept with her? Nice.
Well, I can't take all the credit. She let me do it to her, but
At least you can stay and earn
Look
some
after
money
his
at the
mum.
same time.
Great.
I mean, I just have to warn you, it'll involve humiliation, degradation, and verbal abuse.
So, what's the catch?
You tracked my phone? Boy, you chased one balloon for 3 miles. I'm just getting on a train and leaving forever.
I know you're upset and there's a lot of stuff going on, but it's nothing we can't work out. Come on, let's get you home. Come home with us, and tomorrow I'll take you to Legoland.
Legoland is not the solution to everything. And it's too much of a scene since that movie came out.
Good for him.
You know he can't take a trip like this by himself.
He's a grown man.
No, he looks like a grown man.
You taught him well, Padawan.
Good Lord, Padawan's the student, not the teacher.
Sheldon, if you really need to do this, I'm not going to stand in your way.
Be safe and call us.
Bye, buddy.
Be interesting to see him come back next season with a little bit of different personality.
Sheldon, I'm going to miss you.
Of course you are.
You just made that easier.
What are you guys still doing here? I got this. Go home. Oh, she's fed. She took her pills. She's all tucked in watching TV.
Stewie, you gonna watch Wheel of Fortune with me?
Coming, Debbie. Thank you so much. This job is a dream come true.
I don't know why, but something about it feels unnatural.
Okay, let's go.
Talk to you tomorrow. Sounds like he's doing pretty well.
I really think this is gonna be for the best.
And he was able to take a sabbatical from...
Can't really blame her though, can you? See, you can't really blame Amy for being upset there. I mean, it's obviously not going for long. He's going to be back next episode. But it'd be interesting to see him come back, actually, with a changed personality. Actually, when I say changed, I want him to be the same Sheldon, but with a tiny bit different traits. You know what I mean? Maybe more confidence. Maybe he's not, so, kind of like OCD about certain situations, or he's okay and to change, you know what I mean? Like he has to have certain things a certain way, and if it's not how he expects it in his head, then it's all totally wrong. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'd love it if he comes back and he's just like, yeah, whatever, you know what I mean? You do you, I do me. You know what I'm saying? Like, see if he can find what he's looking for. That'll be interesting to see. And to be honest, like I was saying earlier on in the episode, if somebody was having to move out of that apartment, then it, to me personally, should be Leonard. Penny shouldn't be moving in, Leonard should be moving out. It was his decision to get married, and he was the one that comes second in the apartment. Do you know what I mean? It's like me owning a home and I inviting my friend in, yo, come live with me. And then 5 years down the line, my friend decides, let's get married. And then he's like, I'm going to move in with my wife, so can you go? I'll be like, well, hang on, this is my house, It's yours as well. I'll let you come in, and we shared it together. But if one of us had to leave, then it's you. You know what I mean? Like, you decided that you wanted to be in a relationship and live with somebody, so I shouldn't be the one that has to reap the repercussions of that. Do you know what I mean? It was your decision to grow up, get married, and move out, or move in. So you should be the one that's seeking your new life adventure with your new potential wife somewhere else. It's not my problem. You know what I mean? So, like, they kind of decided they wanted to get married and be with each other and live together, but then kind of put it on Sheldon's shoulders, like, you may have to move out or whatever. And obviously it's kind of sent him down a little bit spiral. And also, Sheldon, he can't fully expect that Leonard stayed in there as well. On the flip side, you got to play both sides and see how it is. He must know that Leonard obviously wants to live with Penny, and he's not going to accept 1 day a week here at the apartment. Do you know what I mean? He's either going to be here staying with them completely and Sheldon go away, or Sheldon stay and them two move out. That's obviously what's got to happen. So I'd be interested to see, because obviously Sheldon has kind of left in the final episode, but he's obviously going to be back at the start of season 8. It's going to be interesting to see obviously what's happened in this little break that he's had away. Okay, that's going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. So, decent season, honestly. some you know, some interesting things that's going on. Brad looks like he's finally got a girlfriend, Emily, sleeping with her. She's obviously coming around, she's staying. That's exciting. I'm really happy for him. The fact is he's been able to speak to women all season without having to have a drink, and it's just been natural. It's just been so much better for him. I feel like his character's progressed. He's so much more confident. He's funnier as well, and he's in a lot more scenes because, you know, you don't have to kind of force it with the drink. It's like just in and about, and it's good stuff, and feel like pulling that trigger was perfect for him, and potentially pulling the trigger on, obviously, like the Penny could be really, really good as well, because sometimes it can catapult one direction and another in one. Do you know what I mean? So like them two could move out, Penny and Leonard, and share an apartment together, which also draws the potential for Amy to come in and live with Sheldon, and then that way we've got 3 couples, and then Raj with his new relationship. Could be really, really good and interesting to see, obviously, what we do in the season. And, you know, if you just look at kind of like the storylines that we've got going on, you got Stewart, who's not even a main character, but his store's kind of burnt down by accident, and that's what he was saying. And if that's the case, hopefully he gets paid out from the insurance, and we got potential rebuild, and obviously the guys helping out next season. That'll be really interesting to see. You know, you got Raj and his new girlfriend Demila potentially being in a relationship, and we can see dates and her integrating with the girls that are obviously here already. And Sheldon, what's happening with him? How's he going to change when he comes back? You know, potentially Leonard and Penny moving in together, their relationship, what's happening, the bachelorette party, bachelor party, do you know what I mean? We've had bridal shower, the wedding, you know what I'm saying? Like loads of stuff going on there. It's just really good. And then obviously we've had the slow burner of the Sheldon and Amy relationship as we continue throughout the shows, and they're getting closer together as well. So there's loads of potential. I'm excited for next season, honestly, really am, and hopefully guys are going to stay for the wild ride. Thanks for checking out this season and all the others before it. If you did enjoy today's episode, please smash like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.